What would you do if it was your wedding day and you found your fiancé with another woman? She was Princess Mary of the Elves, and this scum was George, the most handsome elf in the kingdom. The princess was so upset that she called her father to cancel the wedding. Strong as she was, she decided to change herself. She asked the elf to help her change her look so that she could get rid of the image of a lady. Soon she went from being a demure elf princess to a valiant swordsman, and George was not done with her, begging for forgiveness on his knees. But Mary was already dead to him, and rejected him with the familiar song. In fact, he didn't love Mary. He just wanted to use her to get to the throne. He set his sights on the second princess, Lena. Legend has it that in the dangerous dark forest, there is a pixie dust fairy sealed by the Swamp King. She made pixie dust that would make a person fall in love with the first person they saw. Knowing that the dwarf had been secretly in love with Lena, she encouraged the dwarf to go to the dark forest to find the pixie dust. The moment he entered the dark forest, he was watched by all sorts of creatures, and the mushroom monsters began to send word to each other. After hundreds of mushroom monsters had passed the word, it finally reached the Swamp King's henchmen. Toadstool's henchman reported the situation to his boss. The Swamp King had a long-standing grudge against the elves and he would not allow the elves to come to his land, and he ordered the monsters to capture the elves. The dwarf meets the grimoire in the forest and is guided by the grimoire to the pixie dust fairy. The dust elf produces the dust and demands that the dwarf must rescue him before he will give up the dust. The dwarf rescued him and the pixie dust fairy kept his promise. The dwarf then fled back to the pixie hollow through many obstacles, and the monsters of the dark forest came after him. The dwarf was about to throw the dust at Lena when the mice charged.